Hi, Credit International? Yeah, I'm looking to take out a loan. What's the purpose? Have you ever heard of like Big Finish? They do audiobooks basically. Yeah, I want them for audiobook. Yeah, I can hold. Yeah. Hey guys, what is up? You are watching part 2 of my Big Finish collection. In the first part of this video series, which I'll link up in the card up above and in the description, we looked at Doctors 1 to 4, and now we are looking at Doctors 5 through 11. If you are interested in the spreadsheet that I made, it's also linked down below, free for you to download. Enjoy the video. I'm just gonna wait here on hold. I'll see you later. The best box set that you can buy for Doctor Who.
Now we are into the 5th Doctor's range, which includes a lot of the main range stories. So I own the first 36 main range stories and more from the first 50, and then I have quite a few 8th Doctor main ranges, but that's pretty much it. So I do want to expand my collection, but we have the Sirens of Time. I wasn't too impressed with this story. This was the first Big Finish audio that I listened to. It's kind of like the 3 Doctors in the 80s, so very cool to see them meet, of course, but I just was not impressed with it, so I wouldn't suggest starting with that. I would suggest starting with The Whispers of Terror, which is the 6th Doctor story we'll get to. Phantasmagoria, historical setting, enjoyable. The Land of the Dead, okay. Red Dawn I have not listened to. Winter for the Adept, The Mutant Phase, Loop Garox, The Eye of the Scorpion, Primeval, Spare Parts, which I hear is amazing. I will definitely listen to that. No Place Like Home, I did listen to that. That features a character from the comic, Shade, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was awesome to have him in audio, so that's really cool. Omega, I've heard great things about this trilogy, as well as Zagreus, so that is cool. For the 5th Doctor, do I have any more? The Short Trips volumes, obviously. And then I do have 2 or 3 of his Lost Stories, Delete and Hexagora. If you want to see my Lost Stories video, I wrote an original song and filmed a music video in a weekend to talk about this Lost Stories sale, so definitely check out that. And I also have The Children of Seth. Destiny of the Doctor Smoke and Mirrors features Houdini, Harry Houdini, so that is great to see the Doctor meet him. Not the best story of that range, but I don't think there's really many duds in the Destiny of the Doctor. Then Light at the End, of course. The 6th Doctor, The Sirens of Time, we've already talked about that. The Whispers of Terror, this story really uses the medium of audio to its benefit. You could not do this story really that well visually. I've heard great things about the Marian conspiracy, though I haven't listened to any of the rest of these. The Spectre of Lanyon Moore. Great to see the Brigadier and the 6th Doctor based on the cover. They never met on TV unless you include the Destiny of the Doctor 30th anniversary. The Apocalypse element. The Holy Terror includes Frobisher from the comics. I think he should come back. Definitely check out that story. Blood Tide, 6th Doctor and the Silurians, how can you go wrong? Project Twilight, I own that. The 1 Doctor. Jubilee, that was what Dalek was based off of from series 1 of the new series, so definitely check out that audio. Doctor Who and the Pirates, I think there's singing in this audio. I'm gonna have to check it out. And then I have Doctor Who Davros, that looks amazing, again, great trilogy. Zagreus. The Lost Stories range, I pretty much wiped out that range in the latest sale, which I wrote a song about. With The Nightmare Fair, I enjoyed this. You get to see the Celestial Toymaker again, great actor. This is really more of the same of the 6th Doctor TV stories. I would say some of them are better than some of the TV series. If you're not a fan of the 6th Doctor TV stories, I'm not sure how well you'll acclimate to these. Mission to Magnus, you get to see Syl again. I enjoyed that story, and as you can tell, the Ice Warriors. Return of the Crotons, I haven't listened to that. Leviathan, I enjoyed the setting. Really cool story, like the supporting cast. Sort of haunted medieval type story, but actually not. The Hollows of Time, there was a lot of back and forth, and when you have a lot of location changes and stuff, I didn't think it worked as well for audio. It was great seeing the, whatever you call them, the Tractators from Frontios, which is a 5th Doctor story that I absolutely love, so seeing them in this was really great. Paradise 5, I really enjoyed this story. I really did. The setting is awesome. Mystery sort of thing going on. The Point of Entry, if you like The Mask of Mandragora, you'll like this story. I thought it kind of went on a bit too much. The Song of the Megaptera, I really enjoy this audio, really enjoyed it. The supporting cast really makes the story. There are some comedic duos and characters, and I really love this story overall, so I definitely suggest you check it out. I'm currently listening to the macros, so I can't tell you overall how I'm enjoying it, but it is good so far. Obviously, I have the short trips. The Guardians of Prophecy, Power Play, and the First Centaurans. I'm excited to see this. It looks like we have some recurring villains or possibly companions in these 3 stories, so I'm super excited. Destiny of the Doctor, Trouble in Paradise. As much as I really wanted this 6th Doctor story to be good, I don't think it was. I think it was kind of the worst of the bunch. Christopher Columbus. That's all I'll say. The Light at the End, and then I believe that's all the 6th Doctor stories. Moving on to the 7th Doctor era with the Signs of Time. The Fearmonger, I really liked it. I don't know if it had a political edge to it. I don't know if I'm remembering that right, but I really enjoyed the story. Big fan of Ace. The Genocide Machine with the Daleks, haven't listened to that. The Fires of Vulcan, The Shadow of the Scourge, Dust Breeding, Colditz. Let me know which ones are awesome and what ones I should buy next. Flip Flop, Master, Zagreus, Short Trips obviously, and then Thin Ice again. Thank you to Jack for getting that audio for me. That was really kind of you, really awesome. I'll link to his channel up above and in the description down below. Thank you so much. I haven't listened to that yet. Crime of the Century and Animal, as well as Earth Aid. These all seem to have a recurring character in there, maybe a short-lived companion. I'm super excited to dive into those. Love and War novel adaptation. I listened to that. I enjoyed it. I don't know if it had more adultish content. Don't remember for sure. This story, The Destiny of the Doctor, Shockwave. Oh my goodness, I love this story so much. Definitely check it out. I loved it. The Light at the End, which I really want to get the Classic Doctor's new Monsters box sets. Those look amazing. Short Trips, Forever Fallen. This was the first audio of a Short Trips Doctor Who writing contest that they held in honor of the memory of Paul Spragg, a wonderful member of the Big Finish community who passed away suddenly and unexpectedly. So this is a wonderful tribute to him. He was always encouraging to the fans from what I've read, and just a wonderful guy all around. So this is how they were honoring him. So that is for free, which is awesome. Check it out. I believe Aaron from All Things Doctor Who said it was great. So I definitely am looking forward to listening to that. Now we are on to the 8th Doctor. Now I really love the 8th Doctor. I own a lot of his stories. Storm Warning, great jumping on point for the 8th Doctor. You should really dive in. It's the beginning of a long story arc. It's just a great place to dive in and check out the 8th Doctor. Honestly, if you've only ever seen the movie, definitely check it out. This is the Big Finish crew, so they do an amazing job, and Paul McGann's voice, just so nice to listen to. The Sword of Orion, if you are looking for Cybermen stories where people like actually die and it's like actually, you know, really grim and gruesome, this is definitely the story for you. The Stones of Venice, good story, don't have much else to say about it. Minuet in Hell, Brigadier meeting the 8th Doctor. I think for me that was the only good thing about this story, but it might deserve a re-listen at some point. Invaders from Mars, incredible story, you gotta check it out, especially if you love the War of the Worlds, so definitely check it out. The Chimes of Midnight, voted one of the best Big Finish audios ever, along with Spare Parts. Both of them have vinyl releases. That just tells you how awesome it is. I really did enjoy this story. The Seasons of Fear brings back an unexpected 4th Doctor villain. I really enjoyed this story. You should definitely check it out. I love the scale and scope of this story. It is amazing. Embrace the Darkness, probably listen to this. I don't remember much of it, which I'm not sure what that says about the story. The Time of the Daleks, great story. Really feels like a classic series story. I almost want to say like a 3rd Doctor story. Neverland, I haven't listened to that. Zagreus, Living Legend, I believe you can get for free. Scherzo, The Creed of the Croman, The Natural History of Fear, The Twilight Kingdom, Faith Stealer, The Last. I'm going to try and listen to those in chronological order because there are overarching plot lines. A comment down below with your favorite of these. Serodia, Driodia, whatever, however you say that. The Next Life, Terra Firma, Scaredy Cat. I have almost all of the 8th Doctor main range audios, so I really want those next 4. Then we get into the Big Finish 8th Doctor adventures. I love this series. Get all 4 seasons of them. The season 4 finale is worth it all. The Companion is a brilliant cross between Rose Tyler and Donna Noble. How awesome is that? Blood of the Daleks, great start to this series. Definitely get that audio. It's a great jumping on point. The Horror of Glam Rock, not quite so good. I enjoyed it. Great set mostly in a diner, if I recall right. I would suggest listening to this still for plot stuff, but not not the best. Immortal Beloved, I don't remember that much of this, but I think it was okay. Phobos, I remember being very good setting. No More Lies, I do remember that. That featured the Judoon, which was great to see. Mysteries and stuff like that. Human Resources, Eighth Doctor and the Cybermen, that is amazing. A great finale. Also, you gotta listen to that one for continuity reasons. Dead London, I remember this being kind of slow. It might have just been the fact that I might have paused somewhere and then picked it back up again. Max Warp, I really enjoyed. It reminds me of the Fourth Doctor comics where you can have like space races and do great stuff because you're not limited by visual budget. Brave New Town, I thought it was a little bit boring at times, but kind of good. The Skull of Sobek, very scary episode. I love the villains. Grand Theft Cosmos, I loved this story. It's sort of like the Doctor pulls off a heist. Really great story. The Zygon Who Fell to Earth, not as good as Terror of the Zygons. The Sisters of the Flame and the Vengeance of Morbius. If you enjoyed the 8th Doctor mini episode, you will love this series finale. Orbis made me cry. You gotta listen to these three. Loads of continuity, and especially Vengeance of Morbius. Let's just talk about Morbius for a second. He's back, which is awesome. Hot House, again, bringing back another Fourth Doctor villain, which the Eighth Doctor and with Fourth Doctor stuff really works well. Hot House with, as you can see on the cover, the Krynoids. The Beast of Warlock, horror story, kind of creepy in the woods. Really enjoy that. We're Dawn, I cannot say enough about this story. I absolutely love it, love it, love it. The Scapegoat, I don't know why I like this story, but it was good, and yeah, I suggest it. Really, you can't recreate that. Oh my goodness. The Cannibalists, I love this story. So good, so good. I love the setting. Robots, the writing, the plot line for this is amazing. The 8 Truths and World Wide Web, if you can't figure out from the cover what classic series villain is in that, you should definitely check it out. I'll say no more. Death in Blackpool, another great story that I really love. I love the plot in this. Oh goodness, I love the plot lines. You gotta listen to that for plot. Survival of the Fittest, I believe I have Klein's story. I got it as like a sale. I don't know what goes on with that, but I suppose I'll listen to it at some point. Situation Vacant, I love the beginning of this story. You've got to check it out. The setup for this story is amazing. Nevermore, I remember being creeped out by this, which I think was the goal of the writer. So yeah, good on you. The Book of Kells includes a Downton Abbey actor. There's so much plot in series 4, you really should listen to all of them. But that's a really good one. Deimos is good, and The Resurrection of Mars, you definitely got to listen to those. I love the plot, and of course, as you can see on the covers, Ice Warriors in Deimos and The Resurrection of Mars. An Earthly Child, you have got to, if you are a fan, this is the time, if you are a fan of Hartnell and the Hartnell era, check out this audio. I cannot say enough good stuff about this audio. Incredible. Includes a character with the name of Alexander David. Those are my first and middle names, so I'm super excited about that character. And if you know who that character is, you understand why I'm that excited. Relative Dimensions, again, if you're a First Doctor fan, you gotta listen to this. The Prisoner of the Sun, love the setting, love the story. And then we get to Lucy Miller and To the Death, the Series 4 finale. You have got to listen to this if you enjoy any of these 8th Doctor stories. Cried, that's all I'll say. I cried. Destiny of the Doctor, Enemy Aliens, I liked it. Not as good as some of the Series 4 8th Doctor stuff that we've just been talking about, but a good story. Doom Coalition, oh my goodness, the way the first story in this box set starts out, and I loved it. And the stories are absolutely amazing. I can't wait to check out the rest of this. A lot of people were saying they didn't know after Dark Eyes, that series of box sets, you know, how could you top that? Well, apparently Doom Coalition did a great job of following it up. Some amazing short trips coming up from the 8th Doctor, so I really want to check them out. And of course the Time War series, which is going to be 4 box sets, and then there's another one that I forget, new 8th Doctor release. The War Doctor, I don't have any of those stories, but I really do want to get them. Destiny of the Doctor, Night of the Whisper, I cried during this. That is how good it was. I'm crying at an audiobook. No visuals, just audio, and I cried during it. So definitely check that one out. Destiny of the Doctor, Death Steal with Catherine Tate. Oh, incredible, incredible performances. Incredible story. I don't know why I like it so much, but Catherine Tate did an amazing job. I want to listen to the 10th Doctor Ventures. I need to get that. Need to get all of this, really. I need to get all of this. Of course, you get the short trips with Jago and Lightfoot and the 10th Doctor. Like, how amazing is that? They have an amazing spin-off series that you should also check. and that's the rest for the 10th Doctor. Now we come to the 11th Doctor and the final Big Finish audio that I own in my collection, and that is Destiny of the Doctor, The Time Machine. I honestly didn't know how they were going to wrap up everything. Great scale to this audiobook. Felt like they really handled the story arcs well and had a good story. That is my Big Finish Doctor Who collection. Once again, I will link to down below to all of these spreadsheets. 29% of all of Big Finish. That is my collection. Comment down below with what audios you think I should get next or listen to next. Your opinions on just any great Big Finish audios. How big is your Big Finish collection? Let me know. Do you collect things on download or CD? It is very addictive. It is a slippery slope, but I highly suggest the audios because they take the classic series and everything you ever wanted them to do with the classic series or what you want them to do with the new series, and they do it. So I would definitely suggest checking out Big Finish. I'll link to a video I did on all things Doctor Who for where to start with the 8th Doctor on Big Finish, and I might do a series of videos once I've listened to even more Big Finish on like where to start. That would be a cool thing to do in the future, but comment down below with any other Big Finish related videos you want to see me do or collection videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Hi, Credit International. I've been waiting for like 15 minutes. What's up? Bad news? What do you mean you don't finance for audiobooks? Look, I've been waiting on the phone for 15 minutes for you to tell me that you don't finance for audio. Hello? 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 Oh, no, you did not.